So it's super late here. I'm tired as hell, but I haven't made many videos on the CRV game, anything gaming, and DBZ or anything in a while. I have just been smoked and beat with just life and just work. But I did want to, so the 30th anniversary Dragon Ball Z set got some pretty good likes, follows, and comments. So I figured I would go over all my collection when I have time. And here's one of them I wanted to do. It is the Rock the Dragon Dragon Ball Z set. I don't see many videos on this, probably because um, it's a lot harder to get a hold of, apparently. Um, but this it was very special for me because as a DBZ fan, this is what I was originally introduced to. This is what I grew up with. It was on Cartoon Network when I first found it or saw it, and I believe I was in middle school, and it was like early 2000s, late 90s, if I can remember. But this was the Ocean dub. This is with the overnights, over 9,000. Just all the memes and all the original stuff came from. But to me, had the Rock the Dragon intro is still the best intro to me out of all they've ever done. I'm not a big fan, like I said, of the Japanese music. And I just wish they'd reintroduce the Rock the Dragon with like an updated, a little updated. I think it'd be really cool. But needless to say, this is an awesome set. It's really cool to show my kids this, go back and view it, and just kind of relive the memories. And from what I understand on this one, I didn't do a whole lot of research. I just threw it in and watched it and thoroughly enjoyed it. They didn't do a lot of editing. They didn't do a lot of remastering. It was like watching it on the VHSs that you would hit record on your VCR, and some of you might be too young to even know what a VCR is or how to work it, but you would set your VCR up to do this every day after school on time, and I used to just save my allowance for tapes, and it was just awesome. I'd watch it over and over. But here it is. It's really cool to own on DVD. I really wish they would make a Blu-ray version of it, and I think it'd be cool if they touched it up and remastered it and then had the original version too. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing if they ever brought it back. But I bought this used, so the box does have a little wear and tear, a little crease right here. You can see kind of stunk, but I missed the opportunity to get this brand new. So years ago I bought it used for like I think $50, and now they're going for like anywhere from like 300 in rough shape to like I've seen up to 1,500 sold. I think brand new 1,500. So it is cool. The art book is really something special. Funimation put a lot of thought into this. I'm gonna do my best to try to get on here and be careful with it because I don't want to ruin this. But if you see the inside, the Shenron, and this is actually even I think better built than the 30th anniversary. This is just something that was really special, I think, in my opinion. So it just goes black. This is kind of hard because I really don't want to mess this up. Then you got Radix, and this talks about, going forward, and talks about how it was released in, I think, 1998 or 1996. And in America, yeah, 1996. And you can see Piccolo and Goku there in their version Radix. And it's just really cool. There goes it talks about the heroes. It really goes into depth, kind of like if anybody got the orange boxes when they originally first came out, they came with a little booklet in each one that explained the season and the characters and stuff. It was really cool. And then they don't do that anymore, and I missed out on the original Dragon Ball set too with that, and GT did that, and then they just did away with it to save money, I guess. But I mean, just the pictures are great. And this is the first 53 episodes that were, heavily dubbed, heavily censored, I guess you'd say. Definitely cut. They weren't uncut compared to the what you can see today now. But I mean, the pictures, Goku doing Kaioken, there's Piccolo right there, and it goes into some good detail. I mean, it talks about their stats, the first episode they appeared in, and a little bit about their background. And it's just, to me, one of the best books they had. There's Gohan. That talks about Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu, sorry. As I said, I'm exhausted right now. There's friends. You can see, Kami, Bulma, Master Roshi, Oolong. Talks about them briefly right there. Chi-Chi. I mean, it's just cool how they went over it. It really was. And I wish they would have put this kind of thought and design into the 30th anniversary. And even the Blu-ray sets. I think it would have been cool with the Blu-ray sets to go back to having the little booklet like the orange box originally had. The orange bricks, whatever you want to call them. There's the enemies, Radix, Vegeta, Nappa. Just awesome art. Talks about Radix. And I feel like he just never gets enough. I feel like Radix should come back, like with a good story of like learning a new form of Super Saiyan or something. Something just training constantly in hell all this time because he had nothing better to do, and coming back eviler than hell to vengeance for Goku and Vegeta, and I think that'd make an awesome storyline. There's Frieza. Wouldn't it be cool to come back and just see like a beginning episode where he just decimates Frieza or even kills him, and that's how it starts. I mean, it would be cool to see him come back very powerful because I mean he is Goku's brother with Goku's bloodline. I mean he's got to have some latent abilities. There's Zarbon and Dodoria. It's the Ginyu Force. Like I said, again, great artwork. And look, here's like a whole timeline breakdown. Who they are, when they meet, what relation they have to Goku or other fighters. It's just super thought out. And here's a timeline where you can see from 1996 all the way to current. When they did this was 2013, actually. Then goes to the Rock the Dragon, Shenron, and I can't remember if he even has the lyrics. No, but here's like where they talk about how they changed hell to, what was it, health or something, and the over 9,000, and it just talks about why they changed it, and at that current time in America, why they decided to go with the different changes. It's pretty cool. Here's content, censorship, and the next dimension. If you remember, if you're old enough to remember, they always called it the next dimension. They wouldn't say it was hell or heaven. Yep, and here's the Rock the Dragon lyrics with Shenron over to the side. So it's just really cool. They put a lot of thought into this. I want to say it was cheaper and there's more thought than the 30th anniversary, which, don't get me wrong, I actually like the 30th anniversary. It's not as bad as everybody says it is. I think people just constantly look to complain for things now. But here's the way the discs are. They're just slid right in there. They're DVD. And I'll take them out here so you can see. I'm just going to take one out. So it's pretty cool design. It's got Shenron on it again. The main theme of all this is Shenron, which is pretty cool. Being that he's the dragon, the Dragon Balls, it's all kind of based around, along with Goku. But just goes to more discs, and this also has the first 3 movies too, which is really cool because they were released on Cartoon Network. So just really cool piece of childhood. They really delivered on this. I think they did a good job. If you can find it, I highly recommend picking it up just for if you're a collector of the series, because I really do think this is going to go up in value. If anything from the Dragon Ball series, along with the yellow dragon boxes, which I have one of those, I'll do a video on it. I think that will definitely go up in value. But that's it. That's the Rock Dragon. Give me a like, share, whatever. Comment, ask any questions on anything else I missed. I'll try to find. If you know any other videos on it too, let me know, because I'd like to watch. I can never find much information or anything on it. But yep, that's it. Now I'll do some on my other collection here soon.